This conference will now be recorded.
Okay, how can we go for introduce ourselves is this is Srinivas or this is Venkatesh. What are the name we can put it? Okay, I have totally 12 years of experience. So what are the experience we have it? We can go for introduce ourselves with a I have totally 12 years of experience with IT. And if you want to specify that particular tools, how much experience we have it, you can say 5+ years of experience in intelligent tools like Tableau, and 2+ years of experience with a database developer, like working with SQL Server, Oracle. Okay, like this we can describe it. What are the total experience you have it? You can go for split into this way. Okay, total how many years of experience we have with the Tableau, and total how many years of experience with the SQL Server and Oracle, and we can specify that. After that, we can go for what is the experience with the Tableau exactly. Shh, shh, go inside, go inside. Okay, so hands-on experience with building the visualizations, dashboards, and stories, and deploying them into the Tableau server level, and good hands-on experience with writing a SQL server, SQL queries. Okay, so you can specify that what is the hands-on experience we have it, and next step you can go with. So the points we explain later, you can go with currently working with a particular client. What are the client we are working on? We can specify that currently working with the client X. As we know that the client doing retail business in the world. So what is the business of the client? We need to be explain it. What are the business you can consider that? The client doing the retail business in the entire world. We are implementing multiple insights related to their store sales. If you go with any retail business, okay, you can go for specify that their store sales information and revenue growth, and what is the payables and account receivables, account payables, and what is the balance sheet, and all things you can be specified. Okay, then come to that next point you need to specify coming to my roles and responsibilities. Okay, so coming to my roles and responsibilities, getting requirements from the clients. So we can go for get the requirements from the clients, and going through the document provided by the requester who are requesting that particular requirement. Okay, and we can go for go for check the related uh, tables tables and required fields availability in database level, and if you required, we connect with a ETL team to load the sample data to start development work. Okay, so later they may ask you that how you can get the requirement from the clients. After you explain this all, they may come to ask you that how you can get the requirement from the clients. Okay, so you can go for specify that. So we are working on agile model. Okay, every 2 weeks we have sprint planning. Okay, so in the sprint planning meeting, uh, requests, so request IDs or user stories, whatever you can call it as, assign to the team. So what are the request assigned to me will start work on that. If I have any queries related to request, so I have a I can block calendar of the requester and ask anytime. Clear? This is the way the flow should be starts from the interview. Okay. So is it easy? You can just go through that steps and go through this all steps. It is very important. Once you impressed at this level, then everything go into the technical way. It's like they can go for ask you some technical questions. Okay. So when you are going to be introduce yourself, this is the 5-6 steps you need to do that. And later coming to your roles and responsibilities. Okay, so what are the responsibilities you have it? So when you go for your particular project, current project, you are specifying that you can go with that project. What are the things you are you can go for specifying roles and responsibilities? Go through the all the list. Okay, what are the roles and responsibilities you are specifying there? Okay, so you need to specify those are all roles and responsibilities. Then if it any case they will ask you that how you can get the requirement and all things, so you need to be go with these points. Then they can come to the technical part. So what are the tools you are using? Rate itself, if you are using is Tableau, suppose how much rate yourself? Okay, so how much you rate yourself out of 5? I can say that if they ask you that out of 5, specify that 4 at any case, because you need to be confident which is the tool you are working, right? You can specify that out of 5 I can rate 4, or 4.5 is also fine. Okay, out of 5 I can rate 4. So they will ask you in SQL Server or SQL how much you can rate yourself, right? So how much you can specify that SQL Server as well. So specify SQL Server as well 4. As a BI developer, if you are going to be working Power BI, Tableau, or whatever the BI tool, you should be very known about the SQL Server or Oracle. So or Teradata, whatever the tool you are using. Out of 5, I can rate 4. Okay. So the confidence we need to be sure that. Clear so far? Any questions?
Clear Anna.
It's clear, no doubts.
Okay. So this is the way we can go for. We can pull that person, interviewer, into technical way. So once we into technical, we can go for definitions. What are the Tableau definitions are there? You need to be correctly explain the definition. So your 50% of interview is completed. If you explain the definition properly, so you almost selected with the definitions only. After they may come to the scenarios, you need to explain the definitions, all the definitions by audit, or you can go for like when we have exam tomorrow, we can read it today, right? Similar way you can go for by audit all. So try to explain it a very simple way. So the definitions we explained it, it's done. And scenarios anyhow, I can give you one scenario for each and every topic. You can explain that scenario, that would be enough. Okay. So introduction is important. How confident you are, how confidently you can say that about yourself and company and client you are working. Okay, yeah, just go through this. Just give me from tomorrow who are attending the session, they need to be introduce yourself, how much experience you have it, and these are all the points. So I want to make you people ready for the interview. So this is for format we can follow it. Like I want to change the way of training. So if you're interested, then we can go with this way. By 15 to 20 classes, you can get the confidence of that. Okay, you need to be explain this. So take any one of the client name and give that information. Next, I will give the roles and responsibilities also here. More roles and responsibilities. Okay. So one by one need to be explained. At least we can spend 15 minutes for this introduction. Okay. It's not waste of time. It is help you for the interview. Okay. Okay. What did you say? It is helpful, right?
Yes, Anna.
Okay. Just give me 2 minutes. I will be back. Sorry. Take the snapshot of it, or I can go for. I will share anyhow. I will share with the video. Okay. This part, if sometimes we can change it accordingly. If suppose they will ask you that start from your graduation, then we can add here. I have completed my graduation from this college with this particular percentage, and I got opportunity with the organization. we can start this way. Okay, based on the points which we have it here. Sometimes they will ask start from your graduation. We can go with add this point first, then we can explain the experience. Otherwise we can start from the experience first, and sometimes we can skip this point. We can specify only experience. Sometimes we can at the last we can add this point as well, based on the your comfortability. Okay, however we want it, we can add it that. All right. Hmm. So you have got the clarity on what is the relationships and physical joints. What is the main point I want you to say that in interview? What is the difference between relationships and physical joints? What is the main point? Can anyone tell me that? Can anyone tell that point? Not remember? What is the main difference? We can specify that uh, difference between relationships and physical joints. Let me show you that the main difference, how it look like, and how you can go for explain to the interview. Okay, so when you go for relationship cannot merge the tables. Physical joints going to be merge the table data. Got my point? So physical joints can merge the data, and relationship cannot merge the merge data. It will be considered that individual tables level. Okay, yes. Let me go for show you that how we can go for do the physical join, how the data look like. Okay, suppose I have a sample superstores. Double click on sample superstores. Okay. Can we see that what are the table you selected? What are the table you selected from the relationship? Only the related data you can see here. When I selected returns, only returns information you can get it. When I select the people table related information, the people related fields what we have it, only those you can get it here. Only those fields we can get it here. Okay. Let me go for physical joins. So remove this, and go for remove this. Okay, double click on these orders. When you go for double click on this, you can go to the physical join. You can go to the physical join. So orders already there. You can drag the people. It will be join. Okay, physical join. So you cannot select it here. See that? You cannot select it individually the tables. Order table can be selected. People table can be select. No. The data which we can show it here for both the tables. From the both the tables, we are getting the data here. Okay. When you go for drag one more table, returns also I will drag it here. Returns also I will drag it here. Okay, so all the three tables data, what are the tables we have? Three tables of data that can be shown here. There is no specific table, there is no individual thing, you can see it. All the three tables, what are the tables we have here? All the three tables data can be combined, it's matched, and show it. It will match the all the three tables of data, and we can get it in a single container. So if you go with a new sheet here, okay, uh, let me go back here. So this is all physical join. This is all physical join. So what are the four types of joins we have it here? Can anyone tell me what are the four types of joins supported by Tableau?
Inner join, left join, right join, full join.
Full outer join, inner join.
Yes, sir.
So if we click on here, you can see that inner join, left join, right join, full outer join. Okay, four types of joins you have. Note it down and by heart it. Okay, how many types of joins you have in Tableau? Very quickly, you need to say that inner join, left join, right join, full outer join. Okay, the confidence you need to be sure that four types of joins we have it. Those are inner join, left join, right join, full outer join. So what are the tables we used in that joins? All the table data can be combined and it will show in a single container, single output. Okay, that's nothing but a merging the data from all the three tables, merging the data from all the three tables. When you go for define the physical joins, all the data can be merged into this single output. So here you cannot select orders, returns and people, right? You cannot able to select them individually. So all the three tables of table, suppose here I have the 50 fields, I have 20 fields, here I have the 20 fields. Total how many fields we have it? Total how many fields we have it?
25 fields.
Here I have 50, here I have 20, here I have 20.
90.
90 fields. So all three tables have the 90 columns, 90 fields. All the 90 fields can be shown here output. All the 90 fields can be shown here. Okay, that is called the physical joins. That is called the physical joins. Okay, physical joins can combine all the three tables fields and it will get it in a single container, single output. Okay, that's a merging data from three tables. Okay, when you do the physical joins, when you do the physical joins. Okay, when you come back to that logical, so double click on it, try to remove this if you want it, otherwise skip it, no issue. Okay, and we go for drag the people into here. Okay, you build the relationship. Okay, you build the relationship. So already we have given that physical join with this table. Go for remove this here. Okay, so now you can go for remove it back and drag people again into here. Okay, I have built the join orders to people and drag the returns as well. So when you go for select the particular table, you have a option to select that particular table here. That's a logical table and only the related data you can see in that. So Tableau will consider that each table as a independent, and whenever when it's go for join these two is when you are going to use the fields from these two tables or three tables in the visualization on the fly, it will go for join those tables and related data we can get it as an output. Okay, when we are going to be use it in the visualization level. Okay, when you go for use it in the visualization level, then only it will go for build the relation join to these tables. Okay, just we are defining the relationship. When you go for select the returns, only returns tables related data we can get it. When I select the peoples, only people related data I can get it. So that's why we are saying that relationship, the tables are independent. Okay, it cannot match the data from all the tables. It cannot be matched, data cannot be matched here in the relationship. That's a one main point you need to spare that. In the physical joins, data can be matched, and logical joins, it's like a relationship, data cannot be matched. It will consider as each table as an individual. Okay, that's the key point you need to specify it. At the same time, what are the what are the table you first drag into that canvas, that's we can call it as a root table. That's we can call it as a root table. Suppose if you remove that root table from the canvas to canvas, so automatically all related tables also get removed. So suppose if I remove from orders, because first I drag my orders into this canvas. So orders is a root table. If I remove it, all the related tables also get removed. Okay, that's why we can specify that what is the key table is there, which you need to be dragged into canvas first, and automatically the other tables can join with the table. When you drag it here, automatically other tables can be joined. Okay, so if you remove that root table, all the related join tables all can get removed from the canvas. Okay, only the specific table you want to remove it. So I can go for here, remove the returns. Yes, you can go for do that, remove the particular returns. Okay, so if you remove the orders, so all the people also get removed. See that if I go for remove my orders, because that's a root table, we have it getting removed, the base tables also can get removed. Okay, clear these 2 points? Clear these 2 points? So
Yes,
we need
Anna.
to drag that root table first, and remaining fields we can go for drag it. So in our scenarios, we can say that always drag the fact table first, always drag the fact table first, and drag the related dimension tables, drag the related dimension table followed by the fact table. Okay, clear that? We need to drag the fact table first. Clear these points?
Yes, Anna.
Okay. So this is the points you need to be remember. So tomorrow I will ask you that what is the main difference between relationships and joints. So what is the main point we can say that what's the difference between relationships and joints?
In relationship, we are not merging the data.
Mm,
In joints, we are merging the data.
exactly. In joints we can go for merge the data from multiple tables in the model. Okay. In relationship we cannot merge the data from the tables. We cannot merge the data from the tables. Okay. Tables are independent. Tables are independent. Okay. All right. So once we have done, just we are going to that sheet level now. So go for sheet level. So the first point I want to say that what is the difference between uh, dimension fields? How you can go for define the all the dimension fields? How you can say that? What is the color representation of the dimension fields? What is the color representation of the dimension fields? We have it blue color. Okay, we can say that all dimension can be represented in a blue color. Okay, measure fields can be represented in what's the
Green
numerical
color.
values we have it, those can be represented in a green color. Okay, when you go for drag, your fields into rows or columns, you can see that the background color of the field is blue. That's we can call it as a discrete value. That's we can call it as a discrete values. Okay, discrete means individual values. Okay, discrete values, all the discrete elements can be represented as a blue color. Discrete values. Okay, what is mean by discrete and continuous? They will ask you what is the difference of discrete and continuous. Okay, continuous means it's a range of value. What is a continuous means? It's a range of value. You can go for drag your cells into rows or columns. So there you can see the value is started from 0k and it's continuing to the growing, continuously growing into the sales. What are the highest sales we have it, right? So this we can call it as a continuous value. All the measures can be continuous values that can be started from the over a period. So if you take any date field here, if you take any date field, okay, the sales is started in this year. Okay, the sales is started in this year and continuously growing, right? Continuously growing. That's why we can say the sales is the sales is, we can say that continuous field. Sum of sales, sum of profit, sum of what are the measures you have it, those are measures are continuous fields. Okay, from 0k to 700k or 745k we have it, that's continuous values. Okay, what is the discrete values means? So what is the discrete values means? When you drag the particular field, it will get that independent value. So if I go for drag my segment, if I go for drag my segment, three different segments are there. Those three different segments we can show it here: consumers, corporate, home offices. Okay, that's a discrete values. These are called a discrete values, independent. Okay, there is no duplicate kind of thing. Independent values we can get it, discrete values. And whereas we have the measures called as continuous values. All dimension fields we can call it as discrete values. All measure fields called as continuous values. Clear this? So any dimension field you can drag it, region you can drag it, uh, discrete values you can get central, east, south, west region. Four different regions are there. We can get the four different regions here. Okay, these are all the discrete values. So it is definition or new words you can get it, a new terminology that's you need to be remember it. There is no other way. Okay, so discrete values, all the dimension fields we can get it discrete values, and we have that measures called as a continuous values. So the value sales start from 0k to 250k. Those are called a continuous elements. Okay, these are all fields. Which are the fields we have it in Tableau terminology? We can call the elements. Okay, fields we can call it as the elements. Okay, category element, order date, product, manufacturer. These are all the elements we can call it as. Okay, profit element. All right. So that's the discrete values and continuous values. So continuous values can be represented in a green color. Discrete elements can be represented in blue color. Clear that?
Yes, Anna, clear.
Yeah. So what is the color? If we have the mark first point, we can go for see that what is the columns and rows. So if you want to build any visualization, you need to go for drag your fields into that either rows or columns. Okay, if you want to represent something, so where you want to build some graphs, you need to go for use it rows and columns. Okay, sometimes we don't use the rows and columns and we can build the visualization pie chart kind of thing. You can build it, you don't use anything in the rows and columns. So based on the requirement and based on the visualization we are going to build it, we can go for use the rows and columns and different kind of marks here, different types of marks here. Okay, so I want to build a bar chart. I want to show that customer wise sales. Drag the customer names. The customer names in the columns. So each and every customer has one column is showing here. So if you want to get into rows, just drag the customer name into rows. We can get into the rows. Each and every customer in one row. So based on requirement, if you want to drag it into the columns or rows, we can define it. We can decide that based on the requirement, right? If I drag the segments into columns, the segments in the columns. If I drag the segment into rows, the segments show in the rows. So based on how you want to represent it, we can go for change the rows to columns and columns to rows. There is no specific rule you can put this element into rows, but you put this element into columns. There is no specific rule. Okay, sometimes what happens if you double click on it, by default it will go into that rows. If you double click on the segment, it's automatically by default going to the rows, but it's not there is no thumb rule that you can put the all the discrete field into rows. Okay, by default if you double click on it, will go into the add into the rows. Double click on field. Suppose if you go for double click on the measure elements, it will fall into the text. It will fall into the text. Okay, so this is the default design they did by Tableau. So no need to go for, you can go for drag it into the columns and build the bar chart. Okay, you can build the bar chart. All right, so if you want to go for change, just swap it. We can get consumers, corporate, home offices and sales profit range here. Okay, you can see that profit range from 0k to 140k. All right, this is the measure representation. The range of values are discrete values. Okay, this is the way we can go for build the visualizations. This is the way we can go for build the visualizations. And if I want to apply the colors to this bars, if I want to apply the colors to this bar, what we do, three different colors I want it. How we can get the three different colors here?
That the colors.
The segment we can drag into colors, we can get the three different color for each segment. Okay, okay, discrete, the segment we have the discrete element, that's you drag into colors. The discrete elements you can get in drag into colors, three different colors we can get it. Okay, Similarly, you can go for build one more visualization where I have subcategory and sales, subcategory and sales. Okay, so I can swap these rows to columns, right? So if I want to drag different colors, I want to apply for this all the segments, you can drag the subcategory into color shelf. Okay, we can get the different subcategory colors. All are different colors for the each and every subcategory. Okay, right. Right mouse on it, we have option called as duplicate. We can duplicate the particular sheet. Okay, we can duplicate the particular sheet. So sheet 4 is there. I want to build a similar kind of visualization again. So you simply go for no need to go for do everything from the scratch. Okay, no need to do everything from the scratch in the one more time. So you can go for use it a reference. So using the duplicate option, you just duplicate the sheet. From here, what are the top of add-on things you want to do it? You can do it. The duplicate will be work like a individual visualization. Again, it's not depends upon the previous one. Okay, it will work like a independent, right? From here, whatever you want to do that you can do. Suppose I don't want to put my subcategory into colors, take it out. I want to put my sales into colors. How it will drag? Sales you can drag into color shelf. Okay, sales you can drag into color shelf. Okay, you can get the gradient colors where you drag the sales into it's like a continuous field into colors. We can get the gradient color. Okay, that gradient color you can go for change it to what are the different types of formats we have it, color formats. I want to do that red and green. Okay, where my sales is low in red color, where my sales is high, that's in green color. I want to represent it. Can we see that? So where my sales is low, that's in red color. Where my sales is high, that's in green color. So if you go for sort out, it will go for ascending or descending sorting. You can apply it. You can see that the difference. So where sales is low, that's in red color. Where keep sales is getting increased. So converting into the red to thick red to light red and yellow and going to light green to thick green. Based on the sales, the color representation we are changing. Okay, this is the option we have it labels. So hide mark labels or show mark labels, we can do that. Okay, next to the bar, you can represent your values. Right, this is all we do with the colors. So when you drag the discrete field into color shelf, we can get the different colors. When you drag the continuous field, sum of sales into colors, we can get the gradient color. That is also point you need to remember it. When we drag the dimension field, discrete field into colors, we can get the different colors. Okay, each and every subcategory one different color. Where you can go for drag my continuous field, that will give the gradient color from red color to green. Okay, continuous fields will drag into the colors, we can get the gradient color. Clear this point? So this is the way you can go for use your color shelf. This is the way you can go for use your color shelf. Okay, next size. What is the size we have it? If you want to reduce the size of the bars, you can go for use that. You can reduce the size of the bars using the size. And based on the condition you want to represent it, yes, you can go for use the size option for based on condition as well. Okay, this is the way we can define it. Increasing the size of the bars or decreasing the size of bar, you can go for do that using the size option. Okay, so how you want to be represent your data, you can adjust that. That way you can go for adjust it. Right here, that's the color and size. And labels, as I mentioned, that's the text labels which you are representing here. The text labels which you are representing here, that can be done by the labels. Okay, if you uncheck it, you cannot show any labels in the visualization. If we check it, we can get display that labels next to the bar. Okay, and what is a tooltip? When you are putting your mouse over the visualization, some pop-up window is appearing, right? That's we are getting from the tooltip option. Okay, whatever you want to represent in a pop-up, you can go for put into the tooltip. Okay, you can go for put into the tooltip. And what is a detail? So what are the particular different kind of subcategories we have it, and each region wise, what is the performance of the subcategory? I want to know that each region wise, what is the performance of the subcategory? then you can simply drag the region into detail. That subcategory can be break up into the regions. Subcategory can be break up into the regions, and each region by what was the sales you want to see, that we can able to do that. Okay, detailed information I want to put into this particular subcategory, each region wise how much it was. That's we can do with detail option. Okay, at the same time, in mainly we can use the detail in the maps. Okay, stacker map. It's like what are the different kind of maps which we have it, two maps. One is for that symbol map and second one is a field map. In the maps also we can go for use it detail mode. At the same time, when you are into go for detailed information about that particular subcategory region wise, then drag the region into details, and it will break that each region wise how was the sales, each region wise how was the sales of the subcategory. Okay, these are all very important marks options which we have it. Okay, color, size, label. Okay, color, size, detail, and tooltip. When you go for see the different visualization, a few more marks will be get added based on the visualization. A few options can be added here. We can see that coming sessions. We can go for see that in the coming sessions. Okay, clear? Any questions? Do you have any questions here? No questions? All right. So again, yeah, someone want to ask any question? All right. Next, let's go for. So let's build some table format of visualization. Okay, so I want to build a visualization in a tabular format. So how can we do that? So I have a category and subcategory wise sales. Category and subcategories, and sales I want to get it here. Just select the sales here. Okay, I have this kind of information. So I want to show the grand total. I want to bring the grand total here. Grand total of the sales. So how we can get the grand total? Go for analysis. Okay, totals option is there. From the analysis we have option called as totals. Show column grand total, show row grand total. So I'm going for that column grand total. This is for the column grand total, right? This is a column. I want to get the grand total here. So go for analysis, totals, show column grand total. I can get the grand total value here. I can get the grand total value here. Okay, very simple options we have it. We can get the grand total value here. And do you want to go for subtotals here? What is the total sales by furniture? What is the total sales by office supplies? And what is the total sales by technology? I want to get subtotals as well. Okay, furniture level total, office supplies level total, and technology wise total. I want to display that. How we can get that? You can go for analysis, totals, add all subtotals. There is option called as add all subtotals. You can get the subtotals as well. You can get the subtotals as well. See this totals and office supply totals and furniture level totals. Okay, this is a very simple options which we have it to go for analysis and totals. All the total related options you can get it. Show row grand totals, column grand totals, row totals left, column totals top. So if you want to get this grand total top of that visualization, you can simply go for analysis, totals, column totals to top. We can get the grand total on top of the visualization. Rest we can go for continue. Okay. So this is the way we can get it, build a simple tabular format visualization. Okay, and I can go for use a similar duplicate this particular sheet and drag that my order date into the order date into columns. Sorry. So here you can see the category, subcategory, and total sales. So each year wise, what was the sales I want to display it. Each year wise, what was the sale? Just I added my year here. Earlier the report looked like this. I'm adding to another field into columns year. Okay, each year wise, how was the sales we are getting here? Okay, 2019, what was the sales? 2020, what was the sales? 2021, what was the sales? And 2022, what was the sales here? Okay, that's we can get displayed each in the year wise. The year I drag into columns. That's why we can get the 20 in 2021, 2022. These are all in the columns format. Okay, this is the way we can build the visualization. Any questions here? Clear this? So you can go for build n number of worksheets here. You can go for build that n number of worksheets here. So once you build this worksheets, we can go for new dashboard. We can go for new dashboard. In the dashboard level, we drag this all the sheets. In the dashboard level, we drag this all the sheets into the dashboard. Okay, we simply design the dashboard. We simply design the dashboard using the all the worksheets. Okay, once you design the dashboard, we can go for share with the client. The dashboard can be shared with the client, publish into the Tableau server level. Okay, this kind of dashboard we can create it. Once you have done this, we can go for publish into the Tableau server level. Okay, is it clear? Any questions?
I have one question.
Yeah,
How we can upload this in a tablet public?
yeah. If you want to publish in Tableau public, go for server. Okay, so Tableau public option is there. Okay, Tableau public. Save to Tableau public option is there. You can go for save to Tableau public. Directly, what are the visualization you have implemented, that can be published into the Tableau public. You need to provide your login credentials with the Tableau public account. Okay, what are the Tableau public account you have it? So you need to create your Tableau public account from the web, and if you don't have it, see, create one new for free. So you can go for create your Tableau public account, give it username and password, and publish into your Tableau public account. Okay, server, we have the Tableau public option. Clear? So I have my Tableau public account. I want to publish is there. Save to Tableau public. So let me show you that. An error occur while attempting to save workbook. So before you publish into Tableau public, make sure that you are extracting that particular data set as extract. Okay, extract the data. Click extract it. We need to make it as an extract. Okay, the connection type should be the extract connection. Okay, now you can directly go with the dashboard and server and save to Tableau public. What's you want to write that workbook name? Testing. Save it. Okay, publishing view into your Tableau public account. Sending data to server. Okay, it would be like this. Yeah, these are the visualizations so far I have published into Tableau public account. Okay, better to create a one Tableau public account and publish your visualizations on top of it. Okay, in this particular account. Maybe in interview they will ask you, can you share your Tableau public account and what are the kind of visualization you have done it? They want to check it. So better to you can maintain it from now. You can create a Tableau public account and publish the few visualizations into that. Okay. Yeah. So we can wind up the session here today, and tomorrow we can continue. Clear? Do you have any questions? So be prepared for that tomorrow onwards. So we need to go with introduction. Everyone need to be explain that your introduction. Okay.